The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to February playoff basketball live on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Tonight, it's District 10 final action here. The 7th seed Girard Yellow Jackets take on the 2nd seed Sharon Tigers with a spot with the semifinals on the line, and absolutely no margin for error tonight. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Bill Henry. Alongside of me, we got the full crew in here, folks. Yes, myself, Mr. Scott Lockwood, Dewey Hurd, and Sammy Fisher on the switcher. Guys, welcome on in here. Scotty, what do you think? Playoff action tonight.
Well, playoff action, I've been pulling what's left of my gray hair out of my head, getting everything set up. I want to shout out real quick to a couple people. Mrs. Kim Godoy, who called me and said, hey, can you come stream the game? And the Girard School District for saying, yeah, we'll do it. They weren't going to because they wanted to save the money because they found out that another station was going to be streaming the game. They kind of said, we want to save the money and do it for the next stream, which I get because these games aren't cheap. But I do want to thank the Girard Area School District and Mrs. Godoy. They all followed through. And special shout out to Mr. Andy Pratt and Pratt Insurance over there as well. Girard School District and Pratt Insurance are your main sponsors tonight. And we did throw a couple others in as we go away to pay for our gas and food as we leave here tonight. But, man, without the Girard School District and Pratt Insurance, this doesn't happen. That's right. So thank you for that.
Yes, big thank you.
And thank you for keeping your Girard Yellow Jackets local with the local guy.
That's right.
So big matchup tonight. We just seen the Lakeview Sailors really take one on the chin from the Greenville Trojans in the 2A bracket. Girard's got a tough matchup tonight. Let's not pull any strings here.
Oh, they do. They do.
It's the Sharon Tigers, and boy, oh boy, are they tough, Billy.
They are tough, man. It all starts with February. Basketball is a little bit different, right? So every possession matters, every mistake is magnified, and only one team's going to move on tonight here, Scott. The Yellow Jackets come in tonight led by senior Mr. Kenny Godoy, who has put together quite the season this year and a career that will be remembered in Girard basketball history. Godoy is a member of the Elite 1,000-point scoring club, and he has been unstoppable this season. 654 points, Scott, on the year. 21 three-pointers this season. He is 267 for 313 at the free throw line. How about those numbers right there?
He's mind-blowing.
Averaging an incredible, get this, 29 points per game. Man, that is just insanity right there. So with when Girard needs leadership, when they need that toughness, and when they need that bucket in the biggest moments, who do they rely on? It's Mr. Kenny Godoy. He answers the call.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that,
I have a story for that one too, Scotty.
Let me hear it, because that's a one-man show, right? He needs some help.
That is the one-man show from the Girard side. Now, this is where things get a little crazy here. But tonight, the challenge is steep, because waiting on the other side is the talented Sharon Tigers squad, and a 2 seed for a reason. Loaded with some young firepower, which I did look over the roster and some stats here. This is a young group of young fellas here. Leading the way are 2 dynamic sophomores, and number 1 is Cedric Boyd, 347 points on the season, 21 three-pointers. He's 57 for 106 from the foul line. He averages 16 points per game, as Boyd's ability to score from 3 levels makes him a constant threat out there on the floor. And right alongside his main man, Jeremiah Nixon, 323 points on the season, 24 three-pointers. He's 59 for 83 at the foul line. He averages about 15 points per game. Nixon brings the confidence, range, and composure well beyond his years. So tonight, it's an experience versus youth, senior leadership versus sophomore scoring, Scott, and February playoff basketball at its best. The stage is set, the crowd is ready, and the road to the semifinals runs through this floor this evening.
And we are live here from the L.J. McCluskey Gymnasium in Farrell, PA. And I want to comment on that, what you said there, Billy. I think, for the Sharon Tigers, you look at the 5 starters. 3 sophomores, 2 juniors.
Yes.
Okay? 3 sophomores, and 2 of them are the ones averaging 14, 15 points per game. That's insanity to me. And when you look at how these 2 teams stack up, is it going to be the experienced side that comes through? Because all Sharon has to do pretty much, I'm sure they've seen the scouting report, right?
Oh, yeah.
All we got to do is shut one guy down.
But the teams have been trying to do that all season long, and Kenny Godoy is going to get his buckets regardless, and he is hard to stop. But you are right, Scott. You would think it would be as easy as that. Be a nasty, get in, be that net, pain in the butt gnat in the guy's face, right? Just face guard him all night long and try not to let him get comfortable. But, man, I'm anxious for tonight's game here.
As am I. As real quick, Billy, as we're in our Box and Lock and pregame show, let's go through the rundown of the earlier games today across District 10.
Go ahead.
As we just seen Greenville knock off Lakeview 54-23. Mercyhurst Prep with a big win over Union City 78-30. And we have Sagertown over Sharpsville right now. That one's still listed in the fourth quarter, 47-29. And Hickory over top of Harbor Creek, 63-49. That one listed in the fourth quarter. Stats provided, scores by Tom Reisenweber and that whole group there.
Oh,
Shout out to Tom
and
Bob Greenberg, who is here tonight streaming for 96.7. Those guys do an amazing job. And really, Bob said it best. District 10 is spoiled. Our media is spoiled here in District 10 with not only us. You've got Bob Greenberg and his crew and so many others around the area. And, boy, Tom and those guys, they make it so easy for us with stats, updated schedules, you name it, they have it. So I want to shout out to Mr. Even Flow, Tommy Reisenweber there. He is the best of the best.
And he gets around everywhere. It is just amazing how he can collect it all, but he does.
He's a fountain of information, and people just pour it on him, man, and he delivers freely. And big shout out to Mr. Reisenweber. So we do have other action tonight going on at the same time. Getting underway in the first is Cathedral Prep battling Oil City.
Yeah.
Of course, we've seen that Oil City game there.
Yeah, against Northeast.
Northeast, and
that should be a good game too
bunch.
over
That'll
there.
That'll be good. That'll be a good one. Also, 7:30 at Meadville is going to be Cochranton Rocky Grove. We'll have Girard Sharon here, and then also at the Haggerty Family Event Center is Fairview and Warren, and that's going to be a tough
That'll
game.
be a good game too. So a lot of good action. You don't know which one to pick if you don't have anybody in the mix, right? I mean, there's a lot of games to go out there and see. Good, that's going to be good action within all this playoff stuff here.
Well, let's get after it, shall we? The Box and Lock and pregame show. What do you got for me?
Well, I got our 3 keys to success. You want to bring these up for tonight here? Let's bring these bad boys up here,
Let's bring them up. Let's see what we got on the get this done to win the game list.
That's right. So let's bring these bad boys up here. And number 1 for the Yellow Jackets, you got to dictate the physicality tonight. That's going to be number 1. Set the tone early, own space, and battle from start to finish. Number 2, you got to attack that in transition as well. Push the ball with pace and attack before their defense gets back there on their feet. Last but not least, this is a big one, I think, here. You got to lock in on defense. Know your matchups, challenge every shot, don't foul, and finish possessions. And that's what's going to have to be done tonight, I think, from the Yellow Jackets to get over the big Sharon Tigers tonight.
And, of course, you've got the normal stuff, right? You got to get the boards. You got to rebounds big. Foul shots are big.
Yeah, I try to change it up because those are like the every game there.
It's an every game thing, and man, oh man, they are really really got to be locked in tonight with this Sharon Tiger team. As you say, Billy, you know, Sharon comes in here as the number 2 seed, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we know they're good. We know their schedule's been tough. You know, they've been battling with some tough teams. As far as being fire tested, we'll see how Girard can really stack up with them here. And I think it all comes down to, again, nerves, right?
Oh, that's it.
You get them nerves going early. If you can shake them early, settle into the game and play your game, I think you got a better chance if you get out to a fast start to finish strong. You
do, and to be honest, for Kenny, he's seen this stage before, right? And some of these, the other ones have too here, like with Speed and that on Girard's side here. They've been involved with that, but not so much maybe some of them on the floor, but they've been here, right, and they've seen it. It's totally different when you're out there on the floor, so I think that's going to be a key factor. I'm not worried about Kenny Godoy because he's seen the stage for multiple years now, even going back to when my son still played when he was a freshman.
Yeah,
you know,
we did
so
that
I mean,
crazy semifinal game
oh
to go
my
to
gosh.
States.
Yeah, so I mean, with that being said here, he is ready for this stage. This is nothing new for him. He's going to perform, and I know it seems like I'm talking a lot about Kenny Godoy, and it takes a whole team to win the show here. I'm just picking him out because he's basically the leader for Girard here and a captain, and it's well-deserved. I've been impressed with his career coming all the way through, but we got to mention some of these other guys from Girard too. Mr. Speed, Josiah Speed there, you know, he is a sophomore, so a young player, 92 points on the game. He's another one, quick fella. I like that young man as well. We also have, Ryan St. Julian. I had to look at my roster here. I was starting to get a little blurry-eyed here, but he's a junior for the Great Pickers. He's going to be big into this game. And Tyler Super, another junior. He's their big guy, and he is going to have to really bang on these boards tonight here, I think, for Girard.
Don't forget about Noworoski. They're averaging 8.4 points per game. He's probably going to have to step up. You know Sharon's going to key on Godoy.
Oh, they are. He's going to be the main.
My expectations is Girard to come together as a team, and they've got to have a couple guys come in and hit that 8 to 10 point mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, Girard's really good with Coach Schreier behind the thing. I mean, they know what they're going to do.
Right.
He knows what they're going to do. And you got to rely on your other players to start knocking down those shots, and they're not going to be afraid to pull the trigger. And that's what it might take, because if they do take Godoy out of it, it's going to be up to the rest of those team players to get it done here tonight. And that could be the shocker for Sharon.
Yeah, and I do believe it's going to be an all-team effort tonight. And I think it's going to be a nice chess battle between the two coaching staffs to figure out on what adjustments, halftime adjustments, timeout adjustments. How often do you go from zone to man? The matchup game, the chessboard is set up, and we're getting ready to let it fly here in Farrell tonight. This is going to be a good one.
It is. As they're winding it down here, you know, Girard comes in on the season 16-7 overall. They are 9-3 within the conference. As the Sharon boys, they come in 17-5 overall, and they are 8-2 within the conference.
As they get ready, we're down to 10 seconds here. They'll start the introductions. We already had the national anthem in the first game, so I do not believe they'll have it here in this one. But we want to send a special shout out to all of the sponsors tonight. The Girard Area School District, Pratt Insurance, the main two, and then we've also added 10-2 Credit Union and also Bob Ferrando Ford.
And JPT Foundation.
And the JPT Bingo Hall. I was getting there.
I know. I'm beating you. I'm anxious. I'm like,
I know,
ready,
you're
man.
Ready. You're already shaking in your boots up here.
And now the starting lineup for Girard.
Here's the Girard starting lineup. Number 3, Joe Johnson Speed. Followed by number 5, senior Kenny Godoy. Followed up by number 10, sophomore Tyler Noworoski. And then another big guy here, number 23, junior Ryan St. Julian. And here's their main big guy. It's junior number 35, Tyler Super. Head coach by Coach Mark Schreier and Coach Dinger.
Here's a sophomore, Jeremiah Nixon. Number 1, junior forward, Heath Miller. A sophomore guard, number 2, Santonio Gavin. A junior, number 3, Klein Smith. And a sophomore center, number 4, Cedric Boyd, the big man, averaging 15.8 per game. Buckle up, folks. We've got a good one here tonight from the L.J. McCluskey Gymnasium in Farrell. Here we go, opening tip-off. Girard Yellow Jackets taking on the Sharon Tigers. It is live right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Can you feel the energy in here?
It is a massive crowd here tonight on both sides. The stands are packed. The music's bumping. The brand new video board up top is super bright. And here we go.
For the Jackets, tipping off, number 35 is Tyler Super going against number 4 of Sharon, Cedric Boyd. Student bodies in the house, and here we go. Tigers with the ball first here. Nixon brings it up here. Calls out the play. Girard right now in a little 2-3. As Nixon brings it up, gets his man to jump, feeds it in, and it's picked off as Kenny Godoy walks it up, looks for that outlet. But he's going to set it, gets it to the corner. It's speed. Nice move, trying to feed it under, and it gets kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be Girard ball underneath. As the Jackets go out deep here. Godoy gets it in. Speed with the ball right now. Nice move. Godoy with a great spin move. Puts it up. And just off the rim. Rebounded by Sharon. Coach for Sharon wanting a foul for that. But nothing called here as the ref's going to let him play a little bit. Outside shot for 3. And ringing it in right off the bat is number 3. Silam Smith, the junior from deep. We are in the Bob Ferrando forward first quarter. Godoy with the ball at that elbow, trying to work himself inside. Lost the handle. It's picked up by Sharon as they look for that outlet down court. And they get it way down in the corner again for an outside look for the 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Sharon. And it's a bunch of Jackets under the floor. Super big down there. Gets it back for the Jackets. Godoy shoots it to the outside. Speed got his man to move a little bit with a reverse. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to the top as Godoy resets here. Looks for that screen. Here comes St. Julian. Godoy spins it back out as they continue to turn it here. Godoy almost had an open look there as he's going to regroup here. Calls his helper off. Wants that one-on-one. Godoy looks up with the floater and just off. Super with the rebound, tip ball. And luckily Girard gets it back as Godoy fighting through a mess of Sharon jerseys here. And a lost handle here and another one. Jackets get it back and going up big. Can't finish and they're going to call a charge. And this one's going to go against Tyler Naroski with the charge. Heated action from both sides right now. A ruckus with the ball down here. And it's going to be Tigers ball. There's Jeremiah Nixon, the sophomore, brings it up here for the Tigers. At the top. Jackets moving that zone around, and it worked out. It goes just out of bounds as St. Julian almost coming away with that. Good defense right now from the Jackets. And got in that passing lane there and coming out to inbound it here. Santonio Gavin brings it up in. And at the top, he gets it back at that elbow, spins it back to the round as they thought about turning it. A little mid-range jumper off the backboard, no good as it gets tipped right back. And who other, number 3, Smith for 2.
And right now you can almost feel the chess match here back and forth, the feeling out of one another. And it looks like Sharon already knows who the go-to is. as they are really clamping down on Godoy.
Yep, as a good feed from Speed as they're going to call a travel on Super, but what a great feed under the hoop. And boy, I'll tell you what, they clean that up a little bit. That's what you're going to have to do tonight against these Tigers. Right now they lead 5-0, and with all 5 points, it is Smith from Sharon. They get it out. Smith with the ball, looking in that corner, a high bounce pass, and luckily they got it back. And an outside shot from deep for 3, no good. Battle underneath the hoop on the opposite side here as St. Julian comes up with it. They push it down as Speed on the Girard side of the court. And a good take. They can't finish, and here comes Sharon putting a little bit of speed in action here. Get it to that open on the outside for 3, just off the rail. And it's running and gunning time. And the Kenny Godoy show going up, and he gets fouled as he gets a helping hand down on the floor. Good sportsmanship there from Nixon. He helps Godoy up. Godoy's going to go to the foul line as he'll get 2 shots at the charity stripe. Foul going against Nixon. He picks up his first. First shot goes up, and it comes up a little light. Godoy gave it a little funny look as he knows that's not like him. Kenny Godoy shooting about 78% from the foul line. This is the first one. It looks for that second one as he puts it up and drains it in as the Jackets finally on the board tonight. 5-1 your score. Nixon brings it up here as Sharon sets it up. He picked up that dribble, gets it off to the right side, back to the center. Oh boy, open look there underneath there. I think they missed them. And there's a kickball as Godoy got that leg out there, and still going to be Tigers ball here. Nice fan base here tonight from both sides here supporting their kids. Student bodies in the house, cheerleaders here, everybody's here. It's playoff time, and Sharon now again with the ball, moving it nicely, feeding it down in. A tipped away ball, still going to stay Tigers ball underneath. Trying to see who got their hands. It was either Super or Naroski down there. Those 2 tall guys getting their meat hooks in the way. They kick it to the outside. Nix is going to pop it for the 3, and just off the rim, rebounded by Naroski, and he sends it up. Godoy brings it up for the Yellow Jackets. St. Julian with it, right back to Godoy. Trying to get that screen. He takes baseline, kicks it out to the big man, and one more time from deep for 3. Off the rim. And right now a lid on the basketball hoop for Girard. Here's an open look from the outside for Sharon. That one's off the mark. And there's a foul, and they're going to get number 35, Tyler Super, with that one, and he's going to pick up his first.
Yeah, and right there, Billy, the foul you really didn't need, but to me, when you're watching this game early, it's about rebounding right now, and right now Sharon's winning that battle.
They are. As they're dribbling, driving in there. Another nice tip ball from St. Julian, but Sharon gets it back, and now the Jackets get it back. Good recovery there from St. Julian as he puts it into the point guard's hand of Kenny Godoy, the senior, the lone senior on the Jacket squad. Coming up and with the fadeaway and can't get it, and there's a little push off. And boy, that's not a good sign. Tyler Super is going to pick up his second personal foul here, I think, tonight. And we're only in the first quarter here with 2:48 left here.
Yeah, his second.
And they can't afford to lose him. He's basically the tallest man on the squad here as he comes out for a water break and a little probably talking to here. And coming in for him is number 22, Gavin Hale, which is a nice player. I like him a lot as well. He's another junior here for the Jackets. A tip ball from Speed, and right now Sharon just working the ball around, being patient, waiting for that opportunity. A little 2-3 zone here from the Jackets. From that outside, they put it up, comes up light, the tip ball, and I think that might be from behind. That might be going against the Tigers. And they're going to get number 4 from Sharon. That is Cedric Boyd. That other sophomore we were talking about earlier, he picks up his first. And that is the team's third for this quarter. Godoy bringing it up. Coach Schreier watching closely as Godoy passes it under, and you got to be ready to go as they can't finish. And Scott, boy, they just cannot get it down the cylinder.
Yeah, and right now I think it's just, again, it's that feeling out process as Sharon almost turned it over there. Good recovery. Shots up and off the rim, no good. But I think as we talk about the rebounding there, right, you talk about the height of Sharon, and I think that's kind of pressing a problem right now for Girard to get the shot over the blocks.
Right. Yeah, and Girard is a fast team as well. Sharon's definitely fast, so this is going to be a good one tonight. Godoy working all his magic, and it still doesn't go in. Boy, that was a good take, but they can't cash it in. And this one finally goes in here for Nixon as they lead 7-1. Not a high-scoring game right now as Godoy gets fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll get another 2 charity shots here. And they are going to pin the foul on number 1, Heath Miller. And that's going to be his first. And I believe it's going to be the team's third. First shot from Godoy. Again, it's a little light shot off the front of the rim. And these are the ones they got to cash in on. These free shots, they got to definitely cash in, as Godoy looks like he's not too happy with himself with that one because he knows he's usually making these. So he takes that deep breath. It's going to get some bend in them knees again and puts up that second one, and he rattles it in. And they get the 2. And those 2 buckets that are on the scoreboard are from Godoy from free throws. Nixon going up, feeds it underneath, and that was a good look, and finishing it off was number 4. That was Boyd. And look for those 2 guys to work together nicely tonight. And those are those 2 sophomores leading the way here for the Tigers. Oski goes up with that floater, comes up light, gets his own rebound, fighting underneath, and he's got to get it back out. Trying to force it in there, and Sharon comes away with it. Opposite side, Nixon with the ball. Going up, looking for the foul, and it goes out of bounds. Girard ball.
Yeah, a lot of running and gunning here. Some missed shots. Rebounding needs to be improved here for the Yellow Jackets. But we're at 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Billy, and it's 9-2.
Yeah, low-scoring game. It's been a defensive battle. Both sides. As Sharon comes away on a fast break on this, and boy, that's a travel. Or they're going to say jump ball.
Held ball, and that's going to favor the Yellow Jackets on the possession arrow.
So Godoy was down there. At first I thought he traveled, but he must have got his palm on that ball. 23.5 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter. Again, sponsored by Bob Ferrando Ford World. As we continue the action here, Kenny Godoy walks it up here. Plenty of time left here for a last shot before the buzzer. We'll see what Girard sets up here. Right now, a little 2-3 it was from Sharon as well. As Godoy gets it back, he pops it, and it's a stuck ball in the wedge of the bucket. And boy, that darn toilet seat lid still down on the rim. Right, or saran wrap, I don't know. It's just
cellophane. Maybe it's a steel plate. Whatever it is, they got to get it off so they can start draining some buckets here.
And they're going to roll the ball up here. 7.4 seconds left. Sharon on the move here, trying to get that final one. A big block from Godoy. They get it back, and nobody was down here on that outlet for the Jackets. So that's the end of one here. Sponsored by Bob Ferrando Ford. The Tigers ahead 9-2 over the Yellow Jackets. We'll step away and we'll be back for round 2 in just a minute. You are watching the Deeds Experience Sports Stream. It's a Deeds Experience production.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier, so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. Tend to low rates, tend to big changes. Tend to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
For over 47 years, people have spent their hard-earned money on the #1 selling truck, the Ford F-150. And Bob Ferrando Ford World is Erie County's truck headquarters. And that's a fact. Rows of used trucks, Mavericks, F-150s, and rows of commercial vehicles. We've got the best trucks, best prices, the best service, and the best people. Now that's definitely a fact. Only at Bob Ferrando Ford World on Route 20 in Girard.
Welcome back in here, folks. Bill Henry, Mr. Scott Lockwood, Sammy Fisher, and Dewey Hurd here with the Deeds crew for the quarterfinals right now. It's the Jackets and the Sharon Tigers battling head-to-head here. Who's going to move on and who's going to go home is going to be the final outcome tonight. We'll see what happens here as we get ready for our Girard School District's second quarter of action. It's Jackets ball coming in as Godoy looks to bring it in quickly here. Hale brings it up here for Girard, gives it out at the top. Roski now back into this corner, super looking as he's going to probably get it back. A little jersey hold in there from Sharon. They should probably watch that. A loose ball. They get it back. Godoy sends it back out as they're going to reset here. Again, Sharon leading right now, 9-2 over the Jackets from that first quarter. And Jackets right now just moving the ball. They get it back out. Open shot here as Gavin puts it up, and there it is. The three-point trifecta. Gavin Hale.
Yeah, just like that, it closes up the scoreboard so it don't look so big. And now the Jackets just trail by 3 after a tough first quarter by both teams, really. Defensive struggle going on here. We'll see who starts firing up the offense.
Good look there, and that's going to be a big one. They're going to get the bucket and the and one chance after here, and going up getting that bucket the hard way was number 4, Cedric Boyd. As boy, he's holding that wrist there. Hopefully he's okay. We'll keep an eye on that. As he steps up to the foul line, he'll get a free one here. Chance for a three-point play for Sharon. As Boyd puts up that shot and comes up a little light, but they get the offensive rebound, and they can't make nothing happen. Here's Godoy trying to put those Rockets on, going up, and can't finish as 2 defenders on him. Nixon now pushing it up the floor. Makes a couple corner moves here and slows it up into the corner, baseline, and trying to get it back out. And luckily, boy, Sharon doing a nice job getting these extra attempts here. As the Jackets now, nice rebound there from Tyler Super, who is back in the game as he does have 2 personal fouls on him, so he's going to have to be careful. 11-5 your score here. Roski now looking, going back and forth, no foul. He still wants one, but nothing called. Nixon pushes it up the floor, down to the right corner. Shot taken, rattling it in. Number 2, Santonio Gavin.
14-5 here with 5:56 to go in the Girard Area School District. Second quarter of action.
Godoy puts up that mid-range jumper and swishes it in for 2. And hopefully he starts warming up here. 7-point game. The Tigers looking, they keep moving that ball nice. As Girard gets those hands up as Schreier telling them to. And there's a push, and that's gonna, another one of those fouls you just can't give away, Scott. And that's gonna go against Tyler Naroski, number 10 of Girard. And I believe that is gonna be his first personal foul. Sharon gets it back out. They reset out at the top. Miller hands it off back to Nixon here as they continue to turn it. As Nixon calls out the play, he swings it off to the left. Boyd back out, Nixon now to the right. Back to the center again, jab stepping to the outside. They're trying to get those three-point looks here. Girard trying to take away that inside stuff, and that's going to be a timeout called by Sharon and the Tigers as Coach wants to talk about it. 14-7, Tigers still ahead over your Girard Yellow Jackets. We'll step away from this timeout, be back in just a second. Stay tuned.
10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your financial needs, starting with lower credit card rates. Because when we tend to your budget, you can tend to what matters most. Tend to your dreams, tend to your future, tend to credit card rates that work for you. Lower rates, better living. 10-2 Credit Union.
Welcome back in here, folks. Coach taking that 30-second time out here from the Sharon side. Jackets come back out.
What do you think of the Jumbotron here?
I love it.
Farrell. That's
Every school should have one of those, right? And
yeah.
Scores table's got one in front of them, too. Nice digital readout there. I mean, this is like college level. Of course, Farrell's a big school, too.
Yeah.
So here we go, coming out of that timeout. 4 timeouts left here for Sharon. Girard still with all 3 as we pick it up again in this Girard School District second quarter. 14-7 your score. The Tigers ahead of the Jackets as Nixon sets it up. Going against Godoy. And this one knocked away from behind from Godoy as Super looking for that outlet. As Sharon quick on their feet to get back down on defense here. Oh, gets it out. Has speed, looking for a little, he's calling out something there. I don't know if he was looking for a screen. As Speed now going to work down inside. And there's going to be a timeout called by Mark Schreier, and it's going to be another 30-second timeout here. As I guess we'll step away. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
The mission of Girard School District is to inspire young minds to reach their fullest potential through innovative curriculum, individualized learning opportunities, and inclusive community practices for college, career, and life readiness. The Girard School District vision is inclusive, innovative, and inspiring for student success and is an equal opportunity employer. The Girard School District would like to wish all the Yellow Jacket athletics the best of luck this sports season.
Welcome back in here, folks. Girard now with 4 timeouts left. Sharon with 4 as well. 4:25 on the clock before the half as we are in our Girard School District second quarter of action. 14-7 your score as Speed gets the toss in from Godoy as he brings it up for Girard and looking down inside. Gives it to St. Julian. St. Julian getting pressured here outside. He still's got his dribble there, and that's a 5-second count. You got a dribble. He forgot about his dribble, Scott.
Yeah, and it's tough. You know, you're in a big playoff situation. You got to be aware of what's going on around you. And
I think he was looking for Godoy, but sometimes if Godoy's taking you, I mean, you gotta work something else in here. You can't just rely on Godoy tonight. As they get it to that outside for the Tigers, boy, I thought maybe he was going to release it from there. Good feet underneath, a little bobble, but they get it to cash in there for 2, and again, that is Cedric Boyd, number 4 for Sharon, as he gets himself another bucket. 16-7 your score. Here's Godoy from deep, throws it up off the rim, and nobody from Girard going after the ball under the hoop, and that's surprising. As Sharon had an easy rebound on that one. Looking for that outlet, they get their man to jump. Miller can't finish the ball, and it's going to be Jackets ball.
Well, we got 3:19 to go here in the Girard School District second quarter play, Billy, and you know, a 16-7 lead. It's not over. You know, it's not an overly big lead. No. But it's still one that you got to get a bucket here.
Yeah, you got to start cashing some of those buckets in here, and you don't want to start trying to rely too much on the 3 ball here. But let's give it up for Sharon. I mean, you know, they're doing a nice job keeping that inside stuff away. As St. Julian right now working hard, and they're going to call a travel on St. Julian, and that'll be a Jacket turnover. As Sharon will get the ball as Nixon steps out to inbound it here. Nixon brings it up here for the Tigers. He's got 2 points on the night, so a little quiet for Nixon right now. And they got to travel now on Sharon, and that'll be another turnover. And put it back in the hands of the Jackets. So let's see if they can cash something in here from this turnover as Speed goes out to inbound it. He gets it out. Kenny Godoy brings it up here as number 2, Dom Gilmore, playing on him right now. They get it back out. Godoy trying to lose, splits defenders, turns around, goes up hard. He's going to draw the foul. And he'll head to the line to shoot 2 here.
Boy, you've watched a lot of basketball over the years, Billy, and Kenny Godoy's just got a glide about him. It's like he's not even on the court. He just glides everywhere.
Well, he makes that first one, and right now all the points have pretty much been from Godoy and Mr. Gavin Hale there. I mean, with that three-pointer he had. And, oh boy, he gets the shooter's roll there, and he picks up that second one. 16-9. Nixon with the ball, bring it up quickly, looking down underneath. He gets pushed. And again, that one now is going to go against Tyler Naroski. And he is going to pick up his second, I believe. I believe that he picked up his second one there. So he's going to have to be careful now.
First team foul here, though, in the second quarter.
Yeah, 2:20 left here before the half. 16-9 your score. Nixon going up, feeds it under to their big man, and they're going to draw the foul. As number 4, Cedric Boyd, will step to the charity stripe. He'll get 2 cracks at it. Boyd was 6 points on this evening. As he steps up to the line, he is shooting 54% from the stripe, 57 for 106 on free throws this season. As it's all nylon for the first one. As Boyd, the sophomore, puts up the second one, runs in and out. Super gets the rebound as Godoy jogs it up here for the Jackets. Gets it to that outside. They're going to reset here. Boy, tight defense from Sharon, playing nice defense here against Girard. Girard just trying to create some space. Kenny Godoy got his man to leave. He's trying to feed it under to the big man. As Super got it palmed away, and it's going to be Jackets' ball underneath, I believe. As Kenny Godoy will inbound it here. As they box it up. Looking for that helper as they kick it way out. As Gavin grabs it here and gives it right back to Godoy. Godoy dribbling away here and he's going to get fouled. Gets fouled as I believe the foul went against Smith. Speed goes up and lost the handle here. Here comes the Sharon Tigers on a fast break going up, and the follow-up by Cedric Boyd. As I stated earlier, Scott, those two playing in sync with one another. One don't make it, the other one's right there to pick up the points. And here's another one as Sharon slowed it down here as Jackets hurry up to get down on defense. As Nixon gets it back to Boyd, back to Nixon as he takes baseline, puts the floater up, and they're going to say double dribble. And that'll turn it over to the Jackets.
10-point lead right now for the Tigers. Got a minute 12 left here in the first half of play, Billy. And there's going to be some talking at halftime. We'll see what Coach Schreier does at halftime. Yeah. He's very good at making adjustments. So we'll see how Girard handles it coming out of the locker room. But right now, you got to find some way to get a bucket, get some momentum to take into the locker room.
I know they got 9, but still, they're still in single digit here, as a little unlike Girard, but they're working hard out there. There's no doubt about it. But we knew this was going to be a big battle tonight between these two squads. And it may be a low-scoring game tonight, and it's just going to be a battle. And it's who's going to want it more here when it gets to the end. As Godoy looking for a little help there from his teammates, looking to look like he was calling for a screen, but nobody reacting as he gets it right back and spins around here, trying to go to work. 3 defenders on him from the outside for 3, and he swishes it in. 22, Gavin Hale. And if they can get him heated up like he's starting to, that's what they need to do, because the young man can shoot your eye out. 23 three-pointers on the season coming into tonight for him. As he continues, he put 2 more on for this evening. We're down to the final 30 seconds here before the half. Tigers with the ball, and they're going to be stingy, wanting to get just the last shot here for the end of the Girard School District second quarter here. We'll see what happens as it gets down to 15 now. Nixon they keep moving the ball. Outside look for 3. It's an overshot. Miller puts it right back up, nothing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jackets with 6.2 seconds left. And a big thank you going out to all those great sponsors tonight. We're going to get to them in a little bit here. A big long shot here taken, and boy, they get it back. St. Julian puts up the long ball off the backboard, and that is how the first half is going to end. 19-12 your score. As we get to halftime here, folks, we got a whole another half to go here, and I'm anxious to see what changes are going to be made by both sides here. So we'll step away. We'll get some of those great sponsors who are providing tonight's broadcast in here, and then we'll be back for some mumbo jumbo from Mr. Scott Lockwood. We'll be back right after this. East Experience Sports Stream.
Insurance is something you need, but isn't something you can hold in your hand. When you join Pratt Insurance Agency, they're not just selling you a piece of paper, they offer you a promise. For over 45 years, Pratt Insurance has provided quality, value-added service for their clients in a personal and professional manner with the utmost honesty and integrity. They go that extra mile to find the right coverage for protecting what matters most. Serving Pennsylvania and Ohio, Pratt Insurance can ensure your peace of mind. At Pratt Insurance, they are more than just insurance professionals. They are your friends and your neighbors. You know us, and we know you. Pratt Insurance. Stop in today at 225 Main Street East in Girard, or give them a call at 814-774-0272.
The JPT Foundation is a nonprofit, tax-exempt charity that I started in 2000 in memory of my dad after he passed away. We just try to fund and support as many local organizations and as we can through the foundation in my dad's memory. Our primary revenue source is our bingo operations. It brings in probably 80% of the revenue that the foundation brings in. And then in addition to the bingo operations, which we just started our own lease on 2918 West 38th Street, the old Hills department store in the Lake Erie Plaza. We offer a turnkey operation where you just bring your organization in, we run the event, or you could just simply rent the facility and the bingo equipment and run it yourself. So we've moved to doing fundraising events for organizations there, as well as doing other events at the facility. We're trying to use the hall anytime we can to raise money and support local organizations and organizations.
For over 47 years, people have spent their hard-earned money on the #1 selling truck, the Ford F-150. And Bob Ferrando Ford World is Erie County's truck headquarters. And that's a fact. Rows of used trucks, Mavericks, F-150s, and rows of commercial vehicles. We've got the best trucks, best prices, the best service, and the best people. Now that's definitely a fact. Only at Bob Ferrando Ford World on Route 20 in Girard.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to the stress of managing multiple debts with simple debt consolidation. We help you tend to lower payments, fewer worries, and more peace of mind. Tend to your finances, tend to your life, tend to debt done right. Debt consolidation made simple. 10-2 Credit Union.
The mission of Girard School District is to inspire young minds to reach their fullest potential through innovative curriculum, individualized learning opportunities, and inclusive community practices for college, career, and life readiness. The Girard School District vision is inclusive, innovative, and inspiring for student success and is an equal opportunity employer. The Girard School District would like to wish all the Yellow Jacket athletics the best of luck this sports season. And welcome back in here to the DJ Experience Sports Stream live from Farrell, where the Girard Yellow Jackets, Billy, they're in a hole right now, 19-12. But the way that first half went, it's such a defensive battle. If Girard can start sinking some buckets, they're right back in this. They've had their opportunities, just can't get them to go. But I'll tell you what, this Sharon team, they're very sound defensively.
They are.
And I think that's got Girard a little rattled.
It does. I mean, they're really taking away anything from the inside. So they definitely, you knew they were going to do their homework. Any team's going to do their homework on good teams, right? Especially at playoff time here. They know that Godoy can get to the hoop. As I said earlier, he's still going to get buckets tonight regardless. He's struggling right now, but he's pretty much the one leading away outside of Gavin, who's knocked some three-pointers down for him. But they definitely got to get, I think, Scott, some other players involved because the other teammates are looking for Godoy to lead him out of it. But it's going to take all five of them out there on the floor to put in here on the hoop. And you're right, as far as the defensive side for the Tigers right now, they're doing a bang-up job, keeping all the inside stuff out, making Girard pretty much do everything from the outside. And you stated earlier the height disadvantage right now. Sharon does have some tall players. And you know what's really funny? They're only sophomores. Yeah. A couple of those tall guys are only sophomores. They got another 2 seasons here for Sharon. So that's impressive, but pretty tall kids. And like you said, Girards have to make a little bit quicker shots and a little bit higher because they close in quick and get those pawls and those Sharon Tiger pawls in the way, and they're taking away those shots here, Scott. But it's a whole second half here. We got 4 minutes to go left in this half here, and I'm just anxious to see what changes maybe Girard's going to do here to maybe get some more opportunities to get into the bucket because, yeah, you're right, this second half, they got to start getting some points on the board.
Well, and I mentioned, Girard's got to have a guy or two to hit that 8 to 10 mark, and right now they're getting a big helping hand from Gavin Hale, who's buried 2 3-point shots, and he's leading all scores for Girard right now.
Right, because of those 3-pointers. Kenny Godoy knocked some of those free throws down here. But other than that, he's been sort of quiet out here. I mean, not that he hasn't been trying to get the buckets, but nothing is going in for him and sort of just going off the rim. And it's the pressure, I think, a little bit. He's rushing it a little bit, which is going to happen because of that defense closing in. But you're right, Gavin doing a nice job. He came in tonight with 112 points on the season, Gavin did. And I seen him in the game when they did play Northeast, and he can get hot. So if he can get hot with those outside shots, and you can see Godoy knows that. So at times, Godoy will get that ball out to him in the corners to take those 3-point chances. But one thing I don't want to see Girard do, and this happens to a lot of teams, not just Girard, is that you're getting into the second half. And if you're down a little bit, you don't want to rely on that 3-ball, Scott, because you live by the 3 or you die by the 3. And I just don't want them to fall into that early here.
They got to find a way to get around these towers inside and get a few layups in and get that dribble drive going.
But I also want to see some of these other guys crashing these boards. After the shot, either if Godoy or whoever else throws the ball up, I mean, pretty much there's a couple times there is nobody from Girard going after the ball. It's all white jerseys.
And I understand that, but on the other side of that, Sharon presents a lot of speed on the court, right?
And so they don't want to get beat down.
They don't want to get beat down, so maybe they're trying to prevent that as well. It works both ways. I mean, you got to pick your poison.
It does. But I would just like to see just try to get after it a little bit more than just giving it to them. You know what I mean? But you're right. They're quick. and they look for those outlets down court for that quick transition. And let's say, too, I mean, Sharon's left a lot of points out on the floor, too, Scott. They're trying to get underneath there, too. They've left a lot of points. This could be way out of control if they would make a lot of those. But let's face it, we got still a tight game. I know it's 19-12, Sharon, but this is a tight game. I think it's going to be a barn burner right to the end. And it's just going to be a battle. And like I said a little earlier in that first half, who wants it more and getting after it is going to come out the victorious tonight.
Well, who wants it more indeed. And the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of Fairview against Warren, who's playing over at the Haggerty Center right now. So let's take a look at our updated scoreboard. Thank you to Mr. Reisenweber and company. In the second quarter, Cathedral Prep 21-10 over Oil City. We have the third quarter, Rocky Grove trailing the Cardinals 19-16. 19-12 here, Sharon over Girard starting the third. And that other side of the bracket, Warren Fairview, it's the Warren Dragons who have a 27-22 lead over the Fairview Tigers in the third quarter. Fairview came in as the number 3 seed. The Warren Dragons were the 11th seed.
Yeah. So an upset going on right now.
But I'm telling you, Logan Christie and that Warren Dragons team, they are a tough bunch of cookies over there.
They are. Yeah, don't count them out, right? But that's pretty impressive. Hats off to boy, I lost my train of thought there. Who's Warren? Warren. Hats off to them for getting it done. As we get down to the last 10 seconds here, Jackets back out on the floor here.
Hey, we want to thank all of our sponsors again real quick. The Girard School District, Pratt Insurance. Those are your 2 main sponsors. Make sure you thank them for providing funds to get us online here today. And then a couple others for the road home. 10-2 Credit Union, JPT Bingo, the JTP Foundation. Thank you to Mr. Tramontano. Always a big Girard supporter no matter where he's at.
Yep, Bob Ferrando.
And then, of course, we got Bob Ferrando, Ford World. I was getting there.
I'm sorry.
Just don't jump on me, man. I'm telling you, I will jump back.
I know you will.
Just like the Jackets are going to jump back in this game.
Yes, they are. It's going to be
Let's get it done, huh? Going to be a good finish here. I'm going to start it out with Sharon with the ball, Billy.
JPT Foundation third quarter on the way here. Sharon, as we flip hop here, as I think they're going to call a foul here. It looks like they're going to call that on number 22. That's going to be Gavin, as he picks up his team's first of the third quarter here. Or maybe they call it on 23. I apologize. Ryan St. Julian. Nice rebound here by Kenny Godoy as he brings it up court here for Girard. He's going to pop it from outside, the deep shot, and we got something going on down underneath here. As I saw the big man, Tyler Super, on the floor underneath the rim. And I think they're going to call that on Lampkins from Sharon. St. Julian gets it out at the top for 3. And it's rebounded by Sharon. So a couple three-point shots taken by Girard come up empty as the Tigers bring it down, and they're going to try one for themselves off the mark. As another rebound, they get after it, and they're going to call a jump ball as St. Julian hits the floor hard here as he went to battle there with Cedric Boyd.
Each team with 1 foul here, Billy, in this third quarter of play, and here comes Kenny Godoy.
Yeah, lost the ball, but he got fouled. Little push from behind there. And right now, that's going to be 2 team fouls for the Tigers. Godoy with the ball again. He'll try again here as he brings it up, as he sizes it up. And boy, look at all 4 defenders from Sharon going against the Godoy when he came in there. As Nixon brings it up here and looking for a little help, he gets it up. As Boyd now has the ball, finds underneath, and it's going to be another push. And man, this might be a third personal foul going against Naroski here, and let's see if that's who they call it on. Yeah, that's his third personal, so he's going to come out right away to get some more water. And probably a little whisper in the ear over there on the sideline. Outside shot for three for Sharon, and he rattles it in. Number 3, Kylan Smith from the outside.
He's up to 11 points tonight, Billy. Unbelievable.
So going to work for those Tigers as they get to 22-12 here for the Jackets. Gavin feeds it underneath to the open man, and he can't finish. Comes up empty, and there is a foul. And those are the ones Girard need to get back here as the student body's letting them have it. As he picks up his third personal foul now in this third quarter. The Tigers bring it up slowly as they just set the chessboard up here a little bit. A little confusion out on the floor here from Sharon here as I think they might have it straightened out. They feed it into that outside, another open look for 3, and he rattles it in again. What a shot from the outside for Smith. And you're right, Scott, 14 points on the night for the young man, and a loose ball goes up out of bounds, and they're going to say Sharon ball. How about Smith? He came in tonight with 118 points on the season, 11 three-pointers. And right now, he's at 14 points. Smith averaging, I mean, they have him down for about 5 points a game.
Yeah.
So that's what you see, right? You see the players that might not look so great on the paper, but they warm up and things change. And they get it back out. Here he is again. He overshot that one. Speed gets it. And, oh, man, he fed it right into the middle. And we got a push, and Girard might get lucky on this one. That was a dangerous pass in there. 2 substitutions checking in here for the Tigers as Nixon and Boyd got to come out, get a little break here. As this is the time right now that Girard needs to pick it up here as those 2 are out. Hale looking, he gets it St. Julian back over to Godoy, and they feed it out to Speed. Back and forth they go to the right. Godoy from deep for 3. Off the rim and gets the shooter's big up bounce, and in it goes. Call it good. As he gets the 7 points on the night. Smith looking down inside, back out it comes as they're still trying to figure out, like, what are they running here as they pick it up again. And looking for a little help, looking to feed it out. They got to get out, reset there, driving up and in. Feeds it underneath, good no-look pass there, and Miller finishes it off with the little kiss off the glass. Godoy now steps back and pops it. Off the rim, no good, rebounded by the Tigers, and up they come. Again, running and gunning. Smith again, mid-range jump shot off the iron as Super gets the rebound. Looking for some help, gets it out to Godoy as he'll slowly jog it up. Puts on the afterburners, takes it up and up off the glass, no good, tip away. Loose ball, Sharon gets it. And the speedness of their team, they put it up, mid-range jump. Slamming it in is number 10. That is Brody, the sophomore, getting the bucket.
Girard's in a boatload of trouble right here. They got to find a way to get this momentum slowed up.
As we get a foul down there on the floor. 29-15 your score, and you are right, Scott, as we get to 3:45 of the JPT Foundation third quarter here. And they need some answers here. And right now, Nixon and Boyd not in the game, as I spoke a little too soon as Nixon just checked back in. I thought Girard should try to take a little advantage of that when those 2 fellas are out, but hey, hats off to the Tigers. They just filled in the space and still went after it. And a loose ball here goes out of bounds, and it is Sharon ball, last touch by the Jackets.
I think Godoy just kind of lost control of that one. So Tigers bring it across the midcourt stripe here, Billy. Need a big defensive takeaway here.
Yeah, and boy, they're just opening up the lane here as Brody almost get away at another one there, but really nobody covering them. As Girard now comes up, looking for a little help. Godoy points out what he wants done as he's at the head of the big foul there as he goes down hard, gets a little helping hand from St. Julian to get back up to his feet. And we'll see if that's the 5th team foul here. So they might be in bonus here, or is that the 4th? So 2 shots coming here for Godoy. And that is, so Girard in bonus right now with 3:12 still left in the quarter. First shot for Godoy goes in as he makes it to 8 points on the night. And Godoy, that's a little something there as he averages 28 points a game. So Sharon doing a nice job keeping him at bay as Godoy puts away that second one. Nixon brings it up, looks off to his right side there as he calls out the play. Speed playing up on him as he shuffles and slides his feet. Here's Godoy now with those arms spread wide, looking for that screen as they continue to move the ball around. Nixon again taking baseline, trying to weave his way through. Can't get it to go. Super gets the ball and gives it to Godoy, who brings it up. He looks, gets it to that outside as I thought Speed was maybe going to take a chance and feeding it up underneath. Super gets fouled underneath. As he's going to go to the foul line, he'll get 2 shots there. He's 4 for 10 at the foul line, shooting about 40%. As Tyler Super, he's just a junior. He'll have one more season left with the Jackets as well, which is probably a good thing. They'll have that height. As that first one goes up the back iron and off to the right side, no good. As substitution checks in for the Tigers, it's number 11, Michael Chapman, a freshman, checks in for Sharon. Second shot here for TS as he looks and puts it up and can't get it to cash in. Nixon with the rebound as he brings it up quickly here. Now Brody brings it at the top. Looking inside there, seeing what's going to open up. He feeds it in. Goes out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Sharon. Gavin to inbound it here for Girard. Hale gets it in.
2:23 to go here, Billy.
29-17 your score. JPT Foundation third quarter. Godoy looks up the court here. St. Julian as they swing it all the way back down to Godoy. Godoy puts up that mid-ranger. It's light, and Super trying to save it. And oh my goodness, how about Godoy on that far side? He actually hopped right over the Girard bench. Pretty crazy. Brody brings it up here for the Tigers as he looks at inside here. Calling the play out, looking for a little help, swings it out, Nixon gets it again. Look at that right side, now to the left. Down the left corner here at the elbow. Shot taken, he's gonna get his own rebound. It's Miller, feeds it back out, and I think we're gonna get a timeout as the coach from Sharon almost losing control over there. He's not liking something as they call a timeout. We're gonna step away, full timeout here, called by the Tigers, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
Insurance is something you need, but isn't something you can hold in your hand. When you join Pratt Insurance Agency, they're not just selling you a piece of paper, they offer you a promise. For over 45 years, Pratt Insurance has provided quality, value-added service for their clients in a personal and professional manner with the utmost honesty and integrity. They go that extra mile to find the right coverage for protecting what matters most. Serving Pennsylvania and Ohio, Pratt Insurance can ensure your peace of mind At Pratt Insurance, they are more than just insurance professionals. They are your friends and your neighbors. You know us, and we know you. Pratt Insurance, stop in today at 225 Main Street East in Girard or give them a call at 814-774-0272.
Welcome back in here, folks, as we are in the JPT Foundation third quarter. 29-17 your score. It's the Sharon Tigers over the Girard Yellow Jackets right now. Minute 42 left in this third. As Girard trying to figure it out, trying to get back into this thing. As it's Sharon ball coming in underneath here. They get it way out. Miller at the top there as he receives it and hands it off to Nixon. Nixon looking like he's barking out some commands, and now Brody is too. Good defense right now again from Girard as Brody almost lost the handle. He got it back. As Nixon going to redo. Nice move from Nixon. Here's Brody going to pop the shot and puts it in. What a shot as Brody gets the bucket. As he gets the 5 points on the night here, Godoy sends it down. Gavin Hale now gets it back out. Down inside there, super looks back out. Godoy, again, 2-3 defense here and an outside look, and there's Gavin for the three-banger again. 31-20. And it's a loose ball. Nixon gets it back, and they're going to say over and back. A great job by Speed from the Jackets. Putting that pressure on.
I don't know, Billy. I thought that ball was tipped. I think that Girard may have got a favorable call on that one, but what do I know?
Well, we're not wearing the right.
And we're not down on the floor. We're up on this weird angle.
Yeah, but we're not wearing stripes either. And the last time I checked, you can't compete with the whistle. So
no, unless you destroy it.
As Girard now gets a break here, as you say, as they get it back. Godoy from outside for deep and a little off the mark.
Or if you're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Nixon looking down court here. Comes around, picks up the dribble, feeds it back in. Mid-range, comes up light. Gavin gets the rebound, looking down court here. He's got speed down there. As he turns it around, gives it back to Godoy. Open look here. St. Julian was open. He takes it up a baseline, and they're going to say a travel. And that's the right call. Drug that pivot for you. Just we seen it the other night too. It's just so tough. You get that momentum. You got to do that jump stop, right, Scott?
Jump stop is key. And Coach Helchinski will tell you, you got to come to the jump stop.
Sharon gets it back. Here's Brody. Boy, look at it, just part open, but luckily a little tip ball and a long bomb pass taken from the Jackets. So the JPT Foundation third quarter comes to the end. Jackets still trailing. It's 31-20 Sharon Tigers. As we're going to come to the fourth and final round of this one. Who's it going to be? We'll see. Be right back.
Insurance is something you need, but isn't something you can hold in your hand. When you join Pratt Insurance Agency, they're not just selling you a piece of paper, they offer you a promise. For over 45 years, Pratt Insurance has provided quality, value-added service for their clients in a personal and professional manner with the utmost honesty and integrity. They go that extra mile to find the right coverage for protecting what matters most. Serving Pennsylvania and Ohio, Pratt Insurance can ensure your peace of mind. At Pratt Insurance, they are more than just insurance professionals, they are your friends and your neighbors. You know us, and we know you. Pratt Insurance, stop in today at 225 Main Street East in Girard or give them a call at 814-774-0272.
Welcome back in here, folks. 31-20 your score here. Sharon Tigers over the Girard Yellow Jackets for our quarterfinal playoff matchup tonight here down in Farrell. I had to let that part get in there. Little Sweet Carolina as we're going to get into the fourth quarter here of play. Sharon with the ball coming in here to start this fourth. They feed it down in. Nixon with the ball. Lost it, got it back. Godoy playing tight on him, wearing him like a wet pair of underwear. And here come the Tigers. And a foul called. Brody's going to inbound it here for the Tigers. It's underneath here for Sharon. They box it up. They got a guy way out in the front. That's Smith way out at the top there as he gives it right back to Nixon to the corner. Brody for three. Off the rim, a big rebound, and we got a big push here. And they might get Boyd with this one, and I think they are. As Boyd picks up his third. And that is the team's first here. Substitution checking in here. Miller checks back in for Smith from the Sharon side. They bring it in. Jackets with the ball. Oski now takes it up that outside, looking for a little help, trying to get by his defender. He does. He's on the prowl, looks, pops, and shoots. No good. And nothing called there. Hale gets it back out. Here's Godoy. Working himself up in the paint with the floater off the glass and nothing. The putback from Godoy, nothing. Nixon kicks it down the other side and gets it right back. They slow it up a little bit. Inside, Miller with the turnaround. Off the rim, into the hands of Gavin as Gavin now pushes it up floor. Here's the Jackets, Wolf on his back as he goes up and lays it in for two. Great hustle from Gavin Hale there from the Jackets. 31-22 your score. 6:50 left in the game. Here's Boyd. On the left elbow at the top. Brody swings it around the other way. It's on the right. Nixon down in the corner. Back out it comes. Miller, they're going to swing it again. Looking for that opportunity. Nixon going in into the paint, puts it up hard, and nothing happens there. Jackets get it back. Godoy with the step back, slipped a little bit, puts it up in the Super's hand, up off the glass, and puts it in for two. And that's going to call a timeout called by Coach Schreier, which he's shaking his head. He likes it. Let's get it going here. 31-24. Jackets chipping away now with 6:23 left. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay tuned.
For over 47 years, people have spent their hard-earned money on the #1 selling truck, the Ford F-150. And Bob Ferrando Ford World is Erie County's truck headquarters. And that's a fact. Rows of used trucks, Mavericks, F-150s, and rows of commercial vehicles. We've got the best trucks, best prices, the best service, and the best people. Now that's definitely a fact. Only at Bob Ferrando Ford World on Route 20 in Girard.
Welcome back in here, folks. Bill Henry, Mr. Scott Lockwood, Sammy Fisher, Dewey Hurd, the Deeds crew here in effect here for some quarterfinal action here. Farrell High School here as the dancers in here now. They're playing the jams here in between the breaks here as the music's pumping, the crowd's live. Student body sections in-house. The Girard Yellow Jackets cheerleaders here as well. I like seeing that when they travel with the teams.
Just gives that little extra boost.
That's right. Every little bit helps here, and a good turnout from the Girard side of fan base here up in the bleacher stands tonight. We're winding things down here a little bit. 6:23 left to go in the game. 31-24. 7-point game here as Girard, Scotty, chipping away a little bit here, which is the positive. They need to keep it going here. As Nixon brings it up here for Sharon. Looks like it's tightening up here a little bit from Girard on defense. A loose ball, and they're going to call a foul. As Godoy's going to pick it up here. As that'll be his third personal foul. That'll be the team's first.
Just a little update here from the Haggerty Center. Warren on top of Fairview, 43-33 in the fourth quarter. Again, the winner of this team will play the winner of that game. And whoever wins, that one's going to be a banger.
Oh, good try from Miller. It doesn't happen. It comes up in the Jackets' hand. They might have a fast break here as, and can't control the handles. Tyler Naroski lost it as it goes out of bounds, and it'll turn over to Sharon. As Nixon gets it back here, the Tigers got lucky there. They get it back. Boyd goes up fighting, and look at that. It's 4 Jackets on him, and another putback from another big man, Michael Chapman, for 2. Kenny Godoy brings it back up for Girard, going up off the glass. Can't get it to connect. Miller with the rebound. Nixon pushes it up. Trying to split defenders, nothing there. That's off the foot of Nixon. That should be Girard ball, and it is. And all kinds of players down on the floor here. Again, the maintenance crew going to have an easy job tonight here as the floor is going to be spotless.
A lot of bodies piling up here on the court. Playing hard out here, the boys are.
Hale gets it in, and tight defense now from Sharon as Nixon's going to pick up a foul here, and he did not like it, but he got called on it. That's going to be his second personal foul. I believe it's the team's second as well. Girard with 2 team fouls, each side with 3 timeouts left, and Miller touched it last here, so that's going to be Girard ball.
Yeah,
still.
Sharon with a heavy press here.
Yeah, really in your face there. Here comes Godoy, and one-on-one, and now another defender comes up, and Godoy doing his magic tricks, puts it in for 2. And that's probably like a matchup they want to keep getting because Godoy will do his thing. And an outside look, rings in and out, no good. And here's Godoy again as he's trying to beat those defenders with another nice transition pass as Ryan St. Julian finishing it up with the bucket. 33-28 your score with 4:48 left in the matchup. As right now, Sharon, and a loose ball that's going to go over, and that's going to be an over and back, and that'll be Jackets ball. The Jackets picking it up here now in the 4th. Now we say better late than never. Not that they weren't playing, but they really
I told
the juice
you,
going here.
Coach Schreier, boy, he knows how to adjust at halftime. I've seen it over the years.
As Godoy comes back, he gets that ball, he brings it up here. He's going against Gavin as from the Sharon side as he does his nice dribble in the step back, feeds it back out. Naroski now going back up into the paint with the Euro, puts it up off the glass, no foul. Miller gets the rebound. Brody looks down court here, downside here. Boyd puts it up, no good. What a crash in from Miller. And we got a jump ball, and St. Julian on the floor again. And man, that kid is going to be bruised tonight.
Yeah, and on the floor is Gavin as well there for Sharon. I mean, these boys are out here playing some hard ball tonight.
They're playing hard, man. And he's going to have to definitely take a nice soaker bath tonight when he's done. St. Julian, he is getting after it.
Break open the ice bags.
As we get down to the 4-minute mark left in the 4th quarter. Godoy takes it up and in and puts it in for 2.
It's a 3-point game here, Billy.
Doing what he does best, getting it back into here as Godoy making it happen. 13 points on the night for him. Girard putting that pressure on. They get it back. Brody back over. Boyd now, jab stepping his way, looking down inside, gets it back out at the top to Miller. Gets that screen for Boyd. Miller taking it in and slides it over. Here's an outside look for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by the Jackets. Godoy brings it back down again. Oh, and not paying attention. You can't take your eye off the ball. Know where the ball is at all times. Boy, they were going to hit Gavin for that open look on that 3-pointer from that elbow, but just a little miscue as by the time he turned around, the ball was past them. Unfortunate turnover there for Girard. I commend them, though. The Jack has done a nice job, chipped away and got back into this game. As now we get back into tug of war going on here. Boyd gets that ball, and that's a charge, should be. And it is. Great job from the Jackets as they're getting fired up here on the court.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be on Boyd, isn't it?
I think it is. I think that might be his
That's his
fourth.
That's his fourth foul. Third team foul here in the fourth with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, and he's showing a little signs of frustration with that. He wasn't happy, but it is what it is. As the Jackets now trying to get caught back up and get things tied up here. If not, a little step closer, and they feed it in. The big man back out, outside for three. Off the rim, rebounded by the Tigers, and we got a foul down here on the floor. Don't know if they're going to get Godoy on that. I think they are. And if so, that's going to be his fourth foul. And now, Scott, Godoy's definitely going to have to ease up now with 2:37 left, and I hate to say it that way, but they need him in the game. Nixon, they feed it out on the outside. It's Smith. Looking, gets it back out. At the top we go. Gavin with the ball. Sends it back out to Nixon. Nixon now regrouping here. We're going to see as the Girard defense creeping up here, trying to play a little tighter. Nixon trying to split him. Outside shot look for three off the glass. No good. The giddy up as Godoy gets it going here. The Wolf behind him. Kicks it out. And right back. They're going to reset here. Just under 2 minutes of play left in this game. Nice move. They're going to call travel. He slid the foot instead of just making the hop. He slid it.
Jump stop.
Yeah, we're going to get a full timeout. Coach Schreier wants to talk things over as a minute 52 left here, Scott. 3-point game, 33-30. Sharon still ahead. And man, it's getting hot in here. We're going to step away. We'll be back right after this.
The mission of Girard School District is to inspire young minds to reach their fullest potential through innovative curriculum, individualized learning opportunities, and inclusive community practices for college, career, and life readiness. The Girard School District vision is inclusive, innovative, and inspiring for student success and is an equal opportunity employer. The Girard School District would like to wish all the Yellow Jacket athletics the best of luck this sports season.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. Tend to low rates, tend to big changes. Tend to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
Welcome back in here, folks, as it's starting to heat up here. L.J. McCluskey Gymnasium here. Home of the Steelers of Farrell. We're the quarterfinal matchup tonight here between these two teams here. Girard trails by 3 points, 33-30. We got a minute 52 left on the clock. Each side with 3 timeouts left here in the game. As Brody brings it up here for Sharon. Kicks it out. It's Nixon to Miller. At the top, jab stepping, looks it back out. Coach calls out the play now, changing it up. Miller gets the ball at the elbow and looks for Brody. And now they swing it down the other opposite side. Good defense again from Girard as the student body saying defense. As the Jackets tightening it up. But right now, Sharon doing a nice job just with a little keep away here. Taking time off that clock down to a minute 10.
Yeah, we have to start thinking about fouling here, Billy.
Going to have to do something, but it's not going to be, you can't have Godoy do it, and there you go there.
There it is, down to a minute 1. And that's going to be the third team foul.
3-point game here. I'm sort of shocked that they're playing keep away with that. I mean, I would have thought they would have tried getting to the hoop here to get ahead, but minute 1 here. I mean, they've been keeping it away pretty good, but it's going to tighten up here, and that's going to be a foul again, and that's going to go against Speed.
All right, that's going to put the Tigers here at the line.
His speed, he picks up the foul here. That'll be his first, I believe. But now they're in bonus. Yeah, Nixon at the line, shooting 71% from the foul line. He's the one you don't want at the line as he sinks that one in. And you're going to look to see, they're going to try keep putting it in his hand because they know what he's doing, what they're doing. And I'll tell you what, he is clutch from the line pretty much. Again, you know, 71%. He was 59 for 83 at the stripe. He puts this one up, and it's all nylon. 5-point game here with under a minute. Clock didn't start here. And I'm surprised they didn't say something, but now it does as Godoy spinning his way up through. Nice move. Puts it up. He gets fouled. Just misses it from going in as he'll go to the stripe. He'll get 2 shots. He was hoping for that and one. It was a great move down there, dancing with the Stars style. And now he'll get 2 free chances here the easy way. As Kenny Godoy, 78%, comes up light. He's been light at that first shot tonight.
I'm going to say with all that spinorama down there, you might want to throw some ice skates on him and send him to the Olympics.
Yeah. But it might have taken it out of him a little bit as might have to bend his knees a little bit for this one. Again, he struggled on those first ones pretty much this whole evening. And we'll see if he makes his second one, and he does. Substitution checking in here for G-Town. It is number 2, Dom Gilmore checks into the game as Godoy comes out for a little break here with 49 seconds left. And we'll see if they're going to get it right back to Nixon's hand, and we're going to get timeout, I think. Or no, they fouled. I'm sorry. I thought he called a timeout, but Ryan St. Julian picks up his 3rd personal foul, and that is going to put Heath Miller at the stripe. He'll get 2 shots here as they are in bonus here. 47 seconds left. Miller's first shot up a little light off the rim, no good. As he comes in tonight shooting 48%, the junior. He's 20 for 42 at the foul line coming in tonight. Second shot goes up and rolls in and out. Kenny Godoy back in the game, hustles down court here. They get it to the corner. Jab step in his way. Godoy, another jab step, spins around. Kicks it to opposite side, and he can't get over the big man. Smith puts the paws up, and they're going to foul Nixon. And again, that's who you don't want at the line, but we're getting down to it. 31 seconds, 31.4 to be exact. As Kenny Godoy fouls out of the game. Unfortunate for Girard as Nixon steps to the foul stripe. It's Kenny Godoy not happy with it. But overall, great career, great season for the young man. Set some records there for Girard. First shot for Nixon goes in. As it's starting to wind down here, Scotty. Some of the Sheridan Tigers starting to sense it here as the second shot drains in as well. We're going to get a timeout from the Sharon side. We want to just keep it right here for right now.
Yeah, I want to thank all the sponsors that we got. Of course, we want to thank first and foremost the Girard School District. Put in the extra half. Know there was some commotion there, and we didn't know, and then we did, and then we didn't. And but we were so thankful for you guys, and want to thank Pratt, Andy Pratt, and Pratt Insurance.
Yeah, one of the great sponsors.
Just a great sponsor over the years when we were doing Girard regularly. Thank you to Mr. Pratt. I want to thank Bob Ferrando Ford, a big pickup sponsor. They'll also be sponsoring tomorrow morning's girls basketball game between the Fairview Tigers and the General McLean Lancers. I want to thank John Tramontano over at the JPT Bingo Hall, JPT Foundation. Of course, Tramontano always a big supporter of Girard Athletics. And I want to thank 10-2 Credit Union, always sponsoring Girard Sports Streams here with us. So thank you to all them sponsors. It means the world to us. We're able to bring high school sports to families all around the country and all around the world in high quality with multiple camera views and a fun time for everybody. So thank you, everybody who chipped in. And here we go, Billy, last 31 seconds here.
Speed with the ball. He's going to bring it up as he continues to count here. Moving his way. Gavin's going to bring it back out. Speed now drives it in. Opposite side. Pop shot for three. Off the iron. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers as Nixon gets fouled again with 16.2 seconds left on the clock. Speed will pick up his second personal foul as Nixon again, the one who's going to be shooting the buckets here.
Well, and Girard had a shot there, right? That three goes in. They only trail by 3. They miss it, and Nixon can put the final nail in the coffin here on this trip to the line.
Shot one up and in. 38-31. Second shot in as well.
And that'll wrap it up here, Billy.
As he gets to 8 points on the night, as Speed brings it up here with about 10 seconds left. Shot taken, but it comes up light. And a loose ball. Jackets get it. Gavin puts it up off the back rail. Back out it comes.
2 and 1, and that's going to do it. The Sharon Tigers will advance and play in the semifinals.
Yeah, February playoff basketball delivers once again here in District 10. The second seed, Sharon Tigers, take care of business tonight, Scott, defeating the 7th seed Girard Yellow Jackets and advancing to the semifinals. Sharon was powered tonight by a balanced attack, I think, with those sophomores. Cedric Boyd, how about him? Jeremiah Nixon again leading the way, playing with poise and confidence, well beyond the years in a high-pressure playoff environment tonight. I mean, it was pretty chaotic here at times. And to the cap off, to the tip to the cap off to the Girard Yellow Jackets, especially senior Kenny Godoy, a member of the 1,000-point club who left everything on the floor tonight in his final postseason run. A tremendous season for the young fella, a tremendous career, and a performance that defines what February basketball is all about. Only one team moves on to the playoffs, and tonight it's the Sharon Tigers, continuing their run toward District 10 title.
I think there's a consolation bracket.
So they might get another.
And it looks like the loser of game.
Oh, you know, you're right. I did see that.
Which would be.
That'd be that.
The Fairview Warren loser will play the loser of this bracket.
Game. So there'll be one more consolation.
There'll be one more game, and if they win that, they'll move on to February 27th game. I think they might have a way to play back in.
I did see. Now that you said that, I saw that earlier, and did they have that before?
I don't know. I think this is this team out of this bottom bracket will go to states.
I gotcha.
Don't quote me on that, but I could be. I think that makes the most sense to me.
Gives them a chance to be able to go there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it. So I probably shouldn't have said that then. So
yeah.
But still, regardless, I mean, it's well deserved for Girard there, and Mr. Godoy. Wish him nothing but the best in his future endeavors, and man, sad to see him leave. It's how funny it goes so fast, Scott.
Well, we'll see. He may not be just done yet.
Well,
but,
that's right.
He has been a joy to watch. I know when you were covering him regularly, I got to watch a lot of Kenny Godoy and that team, and I'll never forget that game with Franklin and Girard in the semifinals of the state playoffs.
I was hoarse that game. I was hoarse that game.
What a game. Edinboro University, I'll never forget it.
Best times
7,000 people watched that broadcast.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely broke the barriers there.
So, 39-31 is your final here tonight. Let's round out the rest of the scoring all across the District 10 playoffs toniit, as the Fairview score has not yet been updated yet. We'll see if we can get that updated here. But Oil City Cathedral Prep on top of the Oilers 70-49 in the fourth. Warren up 49-36. That is final. So it'll be Fairview playing Girard again.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun one. The Warren Dragons will get the Sharon Tigers. Cochranton over top of Rocky Grove 34-27. And Hickory on top of Harbor Creek, 70-51. 66-41, Sagertown over Sharpsville. And then we know the earlier scores. Greenville 58, Lakeview 32, Mercyhurst Prep 78, Union City 30. And tomorrow we'll get it saddled up. We'll head to the Haggerty Family Event Center, and we have girls basketball playoff action. Now, from what my understanding, we got video permission for Fairview against General McLean. We will be running video production as YDL will bring you the Eisenhower Knights game. And then game 3, we will have coverage of the Corey Beavers taking on the Fort LaBeouf Bison. We got a 3-pack tomorrow. One of them in the middle will be YDL, but we'll run production for them. We'll share the links for the YDL site and all that, so you know where to find that one. But, hey, if you want to sponsor playoff basketball, we invite you to do so. Email us, deejexperience@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We're glad to hook you up. It's a
Love
wide
doing it.
wide area that you're reaching and a lot of viewers. And we're excited to bring it to you tomorrow. Girls basketball, 11 o'clock, opening tip-off, Fairview against General McLean. We'll have a Box and Locket pregame show at roughly about 10:45.
Nice. Busy day tomorrow.
Busy week. It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week.
Busy week for playoff coverage. And, again, thank you to the Girard School District, Pratt Insurance, 10-2 Credit Union, JPT Bingo, Bob Ferrando Ford, and couldn't do it without them.
Yep, thank you kindly.
Thank you all very much. So, Billy, send us home.
So with that, final score one more time tonight. The Sheridan Tigers get the win 39-31 over the Girard Yellow Jackets as they move on, and still a possibility for the Jackets to get back in it some way or another and maybe get a chance to get to states. But with that, that's closing out our evening tonight. On the behalf of myself, Mr. Scott Lockwood, Sammy Fisher, Dewey Hurd, and me, Bill Henry, saying good night, God bless, stay safe, and have a good night.